Hi guys, this is teacher Adele from iTutor Group and iTutorTherapy. Thank you so much for coming back to another new video. Now today, before we start our topic, I just want to say thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed and liked and commented under my video. It means the world to me when I see any of these things, and I'm very happy always to see a new subscriber, a new comment under my video. It keeps motivating me to continue doing what I do, and I just want to say thank you so much. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notified when I post a new video. Now, I have a couple of interesting videos that are coming over the next couple of weeks, and I'd hate for you to miss them because you haven't subscribed. Now, without further ado, let's begin talking about our topic today, which is how to extend the materials and how to extend the conversation with the student when you have very short material and so much time and you don't know what to do with it. Let's begin. The first tip for extending the materials and extending the conversation with a student when you have very short materials and so much time left is don't wait until you finish the whole thing and then you start to think, what should we talk about? Like we finish everything. The way I usually do it is I spend more time on each slide. And even though the slide might be very small or very simple, I still try to find elements within that slide to start a conversation with a student. And I can ask them anything regardless of the topic. What do you like? What do you not like? Look at this picture. What do you see? I just try to extend the conversation, induce more and more conversation on the same slide before I move on to the next slide. And by the time we finish the whole thing, all slides, it's around the same time the lesson is finishing anyway, so we don't have to worry about an extra leftover time. Now, this is extra useful for two main reasons. The first reason is you use every slide to extend the conversation and induce conversation and talk to the clients and give them time to practice and express themselves. The second benefit is actually you are staying away and staying safe from the read materials only complaint, because there is no way they can complain about that when you give them so much time to express themselves and talk about themselves. The second thing that you can do when you have so much time left, well, not so much time, this can actually work if you have like 5 minutes left or something, is to play a game with your student. It doesn't matter if it's an adult student or a junior student, as long as they have like a middle level, like 4 or 5 or something, you can start talking to them about the 4 basic emotions like happy, sad, angry, and scared. And then you start to ask them, what makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you angry? And what makes you scared? Usually that makes a fun conversation that can actually lead to more and more talking, more and more practice, and it kills the time quickly, and it's a lot of fun for you as a teacher and for them as students. The third tip on how to extend the materials and how to extend the conversation is try to use the time that's left to focus on the student's weaknesses. So if the student, you notice during the lesson he has some trouble with pronunciation or some grammar rule, then you can use the time that's left in the class to give him some extra exercises or a couple of extra questions to practice and improve himself in this particular area where he is weak. And that's very useful for the client, and it's something for you to do in this time that's left. The fourth thing that you can do when you have very short materials and a very low level student, if the lesson itself was heavily focused on introducing new vocabulary and there is no way the student remember all of them, then you can use this time to repeat again the vocabulary and go back to the lesson first couple of slides after you finished to again stress on these slides. Maybe ask him, see if he remembers. Which one does he remember? Which one did he forget? It doesn't matter, just go back and stress on the vocabulary again. Now, the fifth tip is actually something that I was debating whether to mention or no, but it's don't forget to talk to the students about their personal lives, because I know most of you will already do that. Ask them about their hobbies, what they like, what they don't like, what they do in their personal life. That will always be an interesting conversation for you to get to know your students, and they will feel like they are talking more and expressing themselves more, and you can burn a whole lot of time talking about other stuff that's unrelated to the lesson materials. Right, now the sixth tip on how to extend the conversation and the materials is make up your own materials, make up your own topics. If you feel a very low level student, you cannot talk to him about hobbies, you cannot teach him anything new, he knows the 2-3 words that are in the materials, then you need to start introducing him to new words. Upload pictures of new things that he doesn't know and start teaching him new words. Start teaching him a couple of sentences. I like something, I don't like something. Just try to make up your own things there and try to introduce the student to something new. You don't have to stick always to the lesson plan because sometimes it's very short and the scope of the plan is very narrow. You feel free to widen this scope, feel free to teach the student whatever you want to teach him. He will always appreciate it and it will be something for you to fill the time with. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something from it. Those were the things that I usually do when I have very short materials and a lot of time to burn. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you so much. Now, before we go, just please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Happy teaching. See you next time.